everybody, welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason, and today is going to be the recap, day 1, day 2 recap of the Wildcard tournament I had down in Wheeler Lake. As I always say, the tale of 2 days. It was crazy. Day 1, got Doug Gregory as a boater. We end up, I tell you, it was warm that day. It rained, so I had some GoPro footage. It was kind of off a little bit, and I was pretty. I was using my enclosed case for my GoPro, so I didn't have good luck with that. Some of it was kind of blurry, some of it was hazy, and I apologize for that. Didn't see that until I saw the footage. It was very humid. It was like 69 to 72 degrees, something like that. The temperatures on the water temperatures was 71 degrees. We went to one spot and basically fished up and down the whole section. He used an A-rig. My boater, Doug, used an A-rig. I used some flipping. I ended up using a 6 cents. I mean, here's the box for it. It was 6 cents. It was the Crush 50 XR, which I'll put up a picture up here. Fantastic bait. Amazing bait. I also stated when I opened the box up in August that it would be perfect for high pressured, loud, noise. We had rain, we had wind, high pressure waters. This bait was my ticket all day. So I threw the Square Bill XR. Actually, it was just, the color was bluegill candy. As Justin Royal said, it'd be the candy is dandy, and like I will definitely go back and I'll play that now. Can't resist. It's a nice little Square Bill. That would work really good in like high pressure wind areas. Probably just something different, if it's windy or if it's just choppy, or it just might be something unique and different. I like that. That's nice. 2.5 half ounce. There you go. And that color is bluegill candy. As I said in the video when I unboxed it, it'd be perfect for loud pressure, high pressure, loud noise. We'll need to do something different. Scored 2 bass. My boater caught 3. He ended up fishing day 1. My boater, Doug Gregory, day 1, 131st for 5 pounds, 7 ounces. I finished in 7th spot with 2 fish at 3 pound, 11 ounces. That was the good day. Well, here goes the bad day. Day number 2, we get our new boaters. They had some boaters had a boat on boat draw, unfortunately, but we got boaters. My new boater was Justin Magahi, something like that. I don't know actually his name, how to pronounce it, his last name. I apologize, Justin. Day 1 total, he had 11 pounds, just a little over 11 pounds. It was 11.5, 11.6, something like that, with 5 fish. And then, of course, I'm coming in there 77 thinking Oh, we'll see. He goes, all right, we're going to be doing some run and gun. Well, when we got there, I mean, you can see it was briskly cold, and it was getting colder throughout the day. Temperatures dropped, and water temperatures dropped to, I think we were around 64, 65 degrees. So it dropped significantly from the day prior. And the outside temperature was starting, I think it was about 43, something like that. All I know is there was current being pulled, wind blowing in one direction, current going in the other direction, caused a bunch of huge waves. We're talking, I believe it was 4 to 6 footers, could have been up to 7. It was ridiculous. We speared probably close to 10 waves. It was not my boater's fault. He apologized and said, man, it is what it is. That's part of fishing. He tried to get in rhythm of it, and it was just ridiculous. It was so bad that people were bogging down their boat, flooding their boat. We had literally probably 2 to 3 inches of water in the cockpit area. I mean, it was crazy. I got drenched from head to toe. Thank God I had all my cold weather gear, my rain gear, which I need to invest in next year, some better rain gear. I'm telling you, man, it was something else. It was something else. Day 2 was something else. It started smoothing out. I don't know if you guys been to Wheel Lake. If you have, but we went out. I can't even think of the place. Anyway, I think we rode almost 40 minutes down or up a river. So we were heading toward Gunnersville. Damn. It was crazy. It was absolutely crazy. Once we got past once we got past a bunch of people, we ended up finally getting in some smoother water. I went ahead and decided that I was going to go ahead and throw a crankbait, which I threw that same crankbait, the Crush 50 XR. We hit some bluff walls. My boater was throwing a Whopper Plopper or River to Sea. I'm actually not sure on the size. It was pretty good size. Caught a lot of great fish off of it. That's pretty much why he was catching fish off pretty much all day. Some fish came off of an A-rig. I think one came off of an A-rig and was a white bass. Rest of it was Whopper Plopper, and we were running and gunning. So I had a rib popped out from the day before, and of course that run probably didn't help any. I struggled that day. I struggled on the second day. I tried to record as much as I can. I was trying to get that out there. And I tell you, man, in the video you notice that I said, dang, man, I gotta get in here and get one of my call tags. And guy's like, what do you mean? I'm like, I wasn't saying to be upset about it. I was excited about catching fish, but man, I was wore the heck out. My body hurt, right? So I ended up getting a call tag and was able to put 3 in the boat that day, and I caught mine on a spinnerbait. Shockingly enough, I made some adjustments and I started using an all-white spinnerbait. Was definitely catching the fish then. What was happening was my boater, he was using a Whopper Whopper and he's obviously throwing forward, and we were kind of getting close to bluff walls. So, well, I was trying to throw the crankbait as much as I can up against those walls and trying to get it underneath the cliffs where it's back, tucked in. You'll see it in the video. There's a lot of like caves and everything, and I was trying to get it back there. I was only running 4 to 6 feet. Actually, it says 2 2 to 5 feet. So that's probably about what I was running. But I ran I got that Crush 50 XR stuck in the water. We tried to get it out, couldn't get it. It was like one of the first things that happened in the morning, and I ended up losing it. Upset about that. So 6 Cents, if you're watching, please make these baits again. I absolutely love it. I think it'll be great around here, even around in my local lakes here in Ohio. I'll take about 4 of those, that collar, please. All right, and then the next thing was I use that spinnerbait. It was a lunker hunt spinnerbait. I ended up catching quite a few fish off that, shockingly enough. Not so much. I was going to use it. My boat used a Ned rig. I didn't use a Ned rig. We were moving way too fast, so I needed something to. Now I did use a OG Slim, and when I was throwing out at a 45-degree angle up, by the time I would, you had to get it down into to run deep, or run it low as you can, right? So by the time you got it down to depth, and it was like back here, we're starting to turn sideways. And I kept wanting to turn sideways and do this because it would be behind us. That's how fast we were going. I ended up just throwing that spinnerbait, and I ended up catching all my fish on that. I used the DT6. It was I think it was the Demon collar. I have to look it up, and I'll let you guys know. But it was the Demon collar. I used that around when we were stuck in an eddy in the river, and it was coming over those boulders, and they were hitting it. Which, that was one of the tricks that I learned watching other people fish Wheeler Lake. And in the fall season is use red still, because a lot of people use it in the spring. They'll even attack it during the fall. We met up with some other people. You can barely hear it on the audio, on the video that I made. What happened was people got T-boned in another boat, so another boat ran aboard another boat, and they actually had the ambulance called. And we pray for those guys to recover. I don't know what the extent of their injuries were, but I just know that they had to call the ambulance. Water was treacherous that day. We did a lot of running and gunning, and so I had to keep up with that. I should have used the buzzbait. I don't know why I didn't. I should have, would have, could have. I mean, I never thought of using a whopper plopper. I did the day before. I just didn't do it that day. I don't know. I think the day before we had a lot of grass around here. We were hitting a lot of bluff walls. So a lot of chunk rock, a lot of rock underwater and everything else. But we weighed our fish. As you can tell, when we went up into the weigh-in, there wasn't a whole lot of people there. It was cold. Not a lot of people caught fish. My boater caught 5 fish for 9 pound and 15 ounces. And his 2-day total was 2105. So he did really, really well. He ended up cashing a check for close to $600. I came in 77th spot from day one. I caught 3 fish for 2 pound 15 ounces for a grand total of 6 pound 10 ounces, 5 fish, 77th place. I didn't even move. Didn't gain, didn't lose, didn't do anything. Now, there were 77 of us, and I believe there was 160 boats, so I did better than half the field. Next year, new season starts in February. I'm super excited for that. I got a lot of things going on right now. I'm in the process of moving to 13 acres of property I will have some videos shot in my swimming pool where I actually can test out some baits, show some baits off, and show some techniques and stuff on how to do those baits. I also have a couple creeks behind me. We'll probably do some creek fishing, something like that. Maybe do some hunting on the channel. I will be definitely in a bigger container. Dust walls coming down, a bunch of other stuff's coming down. I'm starting to hide all my or get rid of or pack up all my stuff for jig making. And I'll be able to get Blue Betty to the house. I can rewire her, put some new wires in, some new batteries. I'm super excited, guys. I seriously am excited. I'm happy that I actually made it to the wild card. I want to thank all my sponsors, X-Zone, TH Marine, 9K Elite Lures, Deathfish Customs, Fitzgerald Fishing, Enigma, Pulse Lures, P-Line, the people over in Dove Design. They did this right here, which I absolutely love because, you know, I'm in the military and it supports military personnel. Let's see what else I got. Or the Ride Glove. The new sponsors that came on board this year. Thank you for coming on board. I'm sorry we didn't have a whole lot of content. 6 Cents, I'm still looking at you. Please sponsor a buddy, sponsor somebody. But I didn't win any money this year, but it's not about money. It's about experience and gaining the experience and the knowledge to move forward on the tour. And eventually I will make it to the front. It might be sooner than later. I think I'll do a co-angling next year for a little while, and then I might make the jump. I don't know. We'll see. We'll play it by ear. We'll see how finances are doing. Yeah, I'm telling you, I can't thank each and every one of you enough. You guys are amazing. I'm just a guy that is starting out, just trying to make his way, and I greatly appreciate you guys wanting to take the time out of your day to watch the video and the videos and comments and everything else. I do take those things I take those in consideration. So all the comments and everything, and I really think through the comments. I really appreciate people wanting to comment and actually make something. So, but that's all I got for this video. That's the end of the tournament series, and I'll be doing unboxings with 6 Cents and doing some jig lure, like doing some lure modifications and doing some tips and tricks the best I can. Obviously, I'm not the catch-all. I don't know everything. Not everybody knows everything, but I'm trying to make it better. I'm trying to make it better for all of you. So that is all I got for this video. Thank you for clicking on the video. Thank you for swinging by. As always, God bless Thailand. We are out of here. Deuces.